Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another soccer video. So, a few hours from now, the US is going to be taking on New Zealand. And I'm saying it's a few hours because right now it's probably 1:30 in the morning, at least in Florida. So, there's that. I didn't really plan on watching this game, the Kansas City versus the North Carolina Courage NWSL game, but since I decided to watch it because there has been some recent changes to the Kansas City the Kansas City lineup, and I think also the North Carolina Courage lineup. So I decided to watch this game, considering that I did make a video where I kind of made fun of Kansas City. I'm gonna be posting that video on Sunday, but yeah, I kind of roasted Kansas City in a nice way, or hopefully it's a nice way. Like, I didn't mean to come off mean. I mean, I did make fun of OL Reign too, but yeah. Anyway, let's get on to this Kansas City versus North Carolina Courage game. So right off the bat, Kansas City is looking pretty good. Kansas City has got some new players and I think a new coach. I know that Kansas City did trade Amy Rodriguez, and I'm not sure if I heard correctly from the announcers, but I think I heard them say that they got a new coach or a new manager. They said that the people who own Kansas City right now are brand new. So I don't know how true that is or if I misheard, but yeah, I think in the video where I did kind of make fun of Kansas City, I said that they needed a new coach, or they basically, Kansas City needed something like changes, but I didn't know what that was. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Very good and aggressive play from Kansas City. Like, they're honestly looking really great. Obviously, Kansas City and North Carolina have to make adjustments with these new players, and this can take time, of course. Yeah, it seems like Kansas City has quite a few new players, including a new goalkeeper who honestly looked really great in this game. Announcer says there are 4 new players on Kansas City. The trade happened in like 24 hours, like in one day. So that, I can only imagine how hectic that must have been to the players. So it's good to see Kansas City maintaining possession and taking control of the ball. There's a corner for North Carolina Carson Pickett, but it was way too far, like way off course. Good attempt by Kansas City Vincent, and a good save by North Carolina goalkeeper Murphy. Honestly, North Carolina looks like they're struggling to make plays. They're having trouble finding their footing. But honestly, KC, I'm probably going to say NC and KC to make things easier. Kansas City or KC's aggressive play is looking good. It could be a little bit cleaner, but overall, Kansas City's aggressive play is awesome. 17 minutes in, North Carolina is by the Kansas City goal, but they couldn't quite get it in. Kansas City Hamilton goes for a run and takes a shot, but saved by Murphy. And I also noticed Kansas City's new goalkeeper, Nelson, is doing well. 21 minutes in, North Carolina still not doing so well. They're having trouble getting their shots in the Kansas City box. They're going over or are way too high. So Kansas City, because I'm gonna make it shorter, because I actually have like KC and NC, just those abbreviations to make my life easier. KC gets back into NC's box, but nothing comes from it. Kansas gets back to NC, but like, where is North Carolina's defense? there was a good attempt by KC, and now it's a corner for KC. Nothing comes from it. North Carolina tries to run it back, but is blocked by 3 Kansas City players. Like, there was no support for that player that was trying to run it towards the Kansas City goal. Yeah, Kansas City is looking really good in this game compared to how they were playing in this season. The season so far, like this game, they looked really good. Corner for North Carolina. It gets in the box, but it goes wide. So the Kansas City goalkeeper, Nelson, she looks amazing. Very strong, very confident. She blocked an attempt. Okay, so she blocked an attempt on goal and left the net completely open. And North Carolina couldn't get it in the goal. I couldn't get over that play because Nelson, confident goalkeeper, she made a block and the goal was completely open and North Carolina couldn't get it in. Like, open net, no goalkeeper, couldn't get it in the goal somehow. And it was like after that I said, yeah, North Carolina is not looking good. But then again, I heard that they didn't do well in their last 2 games. Yeah, this is fun to watch. Just watching Kansas City like dominate this game. Like, they're not getting goals, but they are getting into the box. They are getting into those dangerous areas. And Kansas City looks really good. I mean, they look better than North Carolina. Okay, 34 minutes in, corner for Kansas City. 2 attempts on goal, but they couldn't get it in. And then I said, very aggressive Kansas City. I like it, and I personally love aggressive teams. North Carolina, what's going on? Like, I have no idea what's going on with them. They cannot get their players into Kansas City's box whenever someone is trying to make a run or is trying to, like, cross it in. I feel like communication needs to be worked on when it comes to that. Kansas City, good at getting the ball back and maintaining possession and control. They just need to get it in the goal. They may need to be a little bit more patient with their attempts, but they look good. And now we're going into the second half. Kansas City finding their way into North Carolina's box, getting closer. Yeah, I said that they need to be patient with those crosses. Make sure there's someone that is running into the box or is there in the box ready for you to make that cross. So, yeah. Corner for Kansas City, grabbed by North Carolina's Casey Murphy. So, I think the top players in the game besides Kansas City's defense had to be the goalkeepers. Like, both Murphy and Nelson looked really good in the net or in the goals so far. So yeah, 50 minutes in, corner for KC, headed over the bar. KC is like so close and doing well, but yeah, they cannot quite get it into the net. 52 minutes in, North Carolina corner. Lots of corners in this game, but nothing comes from it. Like, either for both teams, like they got a lot of corners, but nothing really comes from those corners. And the thing is, with corners, those are good goal scoring opportunities. Yeah, 52 minutes in, North Carolina corner, nothing comes from it. North Carolina's goalkeeper, I noted, Murphy, is looking good. She's had some good saves and blocks. Both goalkeepers look great. 54 minutes in, North Carolina's A-Rod makes a run with the ball but ends up fouling Edmonds and getting a yellow. So yeah, A-Rod gets a yellow, and I honestly had to watch that again because I'm not sure what happened. Edmonds may have gotten hit in the stomach by A-Rod, plus it looked, from the camera angle, it looked like she got knocked off her feet by Nelson, her goalkeeper. But I'm not really sure. I couldn't really tell what was going on from that angle, because if you watch the game on Twitch or like NWSL Twitch, it's like they only have one angle. It's frustrating to watch because there's only like one angle. You can't really see like what else is going on in the field. It didn't, personally, from what I saw from the angle where I was seeing it, it didn't look like yeah, it was a foul, but it didn't look like a yellow card type foul. It would yeah, I don't know. I would have loved to see, I think Nelson, the Kansas City goalkeeper, was arguing to the ref. So I would have liked to see like what she saw, cuz I didn't see that. It's just the angles of these cameras, or the yeah, a lot of people who watch the games on Twitch kind of get like frustrated because it only shows like one angle. It doesn't really show like what else is going on there. But yeah, A-Rod, to sum all that up, she does get a yellow card. Overall, good defending by Kansas City. 58 minutes, corner for North Carolina, nothing. Is anyone surprised? There's another attempt by North Carolina that leads to a corner, and is anyone surprised that nothing comes from it? 60 minutes, Kansas City, Edmonds is down. She was the player that got fouled by A-Rod, so she is coming off the field to get checked out. Could be a result of the previous play when she was fouled by A-Rod, but she does come back, which is good. Edmonds was looking really good on the defense. Like, all of Kansas City's defense looked amazing. So, substitutions for Casey Jordan for Kansas City. Jordan Listo coming on for Rachel Corsi. Haley Mace for Darian Jenkins. North Carolina clearly getting frustrated, especially with Kansas City keeping up the possession and maintaining that control. 68 minutes, there's a shot by Listo from outside the box, outside the box, but it goes over the North Carolina crossbar. Would have been an awesome goal if it went in. 69 minutes, substitution for North Carolina. Brittany Ratcliffe in for Kari Riccaro. 70 minutes in, North Carolina's Murphy grabs the ball away quickly from Kansas City. And I definitely noticed Kansas City's defense is definitely trouble for North Carolina. Like, they're really struggling with that Kansas City defense. 72 minutes in, throw in from North Carolina. They get the ball into the Kansas City box, but nothing comes from it. They cannot find the back of the net. 2 corners from North Carolina, and no surprise, nothing. 74 minutes, a yellow card for North Carolina's Speck after Casey's Vasconcelos goes down. So that's 2 yellows for North Carolina. 78 minutes in, substitution, North Carolina's Rayleigh Basden in for Taylor Smith. 80 minutes in, substitution, Kansas City's Mariana Larroquette in for Michelle Vasconcelos. So I kind of stopped taking notes. Up to there because it was just like the same repeating thing. This game went up to 95 minutes. So overall, this was a very interesting and fun game to watch. Mainly because Kansas City is doing really well. I liked how aggressive they were playing in this game. I loved how well their defense is doing. And especially with that aggressive play, they need to keep that up. And going forward, if they can keep that up going forward, then yeah, they can put a lot of pressure on the opposing teams like they did with North Carolina. North Carolina was definitely feeling the pressure. but they have been struggling in the last two games. Nelson for Kansas City looks good. I think she's a new goalkeeper, but overall she looks very good, very confident, and yeah, I would say for North Carolina, don't know what's going on with them. I mean, they could have played better. I would say their goalkeeper, the goalkeeper still looks good. Murphy still looks fine. But overall, this was a fun game to watch, especially if you're a Kansas City fan. So hopefully Kansas City will get better going forward. Hopefully they will finally get some points. They will finally get a win under their belt. They're still they're still one of the only teams in the NWSL league that does not have that hasn't won any games yet. So hopefully if they can keep up this aggressive play and keep up this really strong defense, then hopefully and maybe we can see them win a couple games. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.